Last night I showed you a new survey suggesting that Australians are more anxious post the election, particularly about things like cost of living. Blue is how people felt in April. Red is how they now feel in the end of May, but the start of June. And it got us talking about a conversation that our dear friend Stephen Conroy tried to suggest that Labor didn't make no promise to change any of these things.
I'm just not sure where you've got this idea that Labor's policy agenda going into the election just past included a statement by Jim Chalmers saying, I will stop interest rates rising, I will lower energy prices, and I will make $1 trillion of debt go away. I mean, you might have heard that.
They just said cost of living every day.
So you may have heard those words, but for you to sort of opine to your viewers that Labor promised to fix it the next day after the election is just disingenuous. I mean,
no, not suggesting it's to be fixed the next day.
But Stephen...
It's not fair.
But they said cost of living every day in the campaign.
9 years.
There's no plan.
Amanda, you had
no plan
9 years.
So how did I make this conclusion? The same one that millions of people did about why there was a need for a change of government. Would it be perhaps because Anthony Albanese wrote an opinion piece for the West Australian newspaper that was headlined, Labor's plan to ease cost of living pressure? Well, what about how Channel 7 reported that he returned to the cost of living debate? What about the ABC, who said, while Albanese has gone hard on the cost of living, Morrison's campaign is all about him? And even The Guardian has turned around and noticed that this is a bit of a problem, the expectations game, because today Albo is saying that cost of living will be front and centre. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the plan is, but now it'll just be front and centre on every time Cabinet meets, despite the fact that apparently they have no actual need to deal with this because it was you who stupidly thought you'd get a swimming pool from your local Labor MP, and it was you who was stupid enough to think they could actually do anything about cost of living.
We'll consider cost of living issues front and centre every time that we meet. We will, though, we've been in government now for just a little bit over 2 weeks. These pressures have built up over 9 years. And the former government had a policy of deliberately keeping wages low at a time when cost of living and the price of everything was going up. My government does not have that policy. My government has a policy of doing what we can to assist cost of living pressures.
You know, nothing to see here. Expectations. What, that when a politician says you'll get a swimming pool, that you'll actually get a swimming pool if you vote for them? Oh, no. A bureaucrat will decide that. The cost of living is an absolute crisis, so you need to change your government. And then when you do, oh, well, we didn't say we would fix it. Nothing to see here.